Multiplying matrices part 2. So we're up to example 4, solving a real life problem. All right, so the question says, the students in 2 classes submit meal choices for an upcoming banquet as shown. Each chicken meal costs $6, each beef meal costs $8, and each vegetarian meal costs $4. Use matrix multiplication to find the total cost of the meals for each class. All right, so this is what's given. We're given Class A, 10 chicken, 12 beef, and 8 vegetarian. Class B, they're going to have 11 chicken, 14 beef, and 7 vegetarian. So we can take those numbers and put them in a matrix. So for meal selection, we've got chicken, beef, and vegetarian. Those are our 3 choices. And then we have Class A and Class B. So for Class A chicken is going to be 10. Class A beef is 12. And Class A vegetarian is 8. All right, Class B, we're going to have 11 chicken. We're going to have 14 beef and 7 vegetarian meals. All right, so if you want, you can look at this as a matrix. All we did was organize that information into a matrix. All right, the cost of chicken, that is given in our problem here. Chicken costs 6. Beef costs 8, so we can say 6, 8. And then vegetarian cost 4. All right, again, we can have this in a matrix as well. All right, so it says use matrix multiplication to find the total cost of meals for each class. All right, so we can look at this. We have 2 rows by 3 columns. For this one, we have 1, 2, 3 rows by 1 column. Since these match, we will be able to multiply, and we will get a 2 by 1 matrix. All right, so we will get a 2 by 1 matrix as our answer. All right, so let's go ahead and multiply these matrices together. So if we look at this as matrix A, and we look at this as matrix B, if we do A times B, all right, we're going to do 10, this row times this column first. So we're going to do 10 times 6 plus 12 times 8 and plus 8 times 4. All right, and then we're going to do the second row by this column as well. So we're going to have 11 times 6. We're going to have 14 times 8. And we're going to do 7 times 4. All right, so what I did was multiply each element of the first row by this column to give you these numbers. And then I multiplied each element in the second row by each element of the column to give you these. And again, we can look at that as a matrix if we want. All right, if we can take our calculator and do this calculation. All right, so let's just put it all in together. So we've got 10 times 6 plus 12 times 8 plus 8 times 4 and that gives you 188. So we're going to have 188, and then we're going to do the second row, 11 times 6 plus 14 times 8 plus 7 times 4 and hit enter, and we get 206. All right, so what that does is these numbers here all added up or multiplied and added, we get here. And then again here we multiply and add and we get 206. So what does this represent? This represents Class A cost, and this represents Class B cost. So basically, it's going to be a total cost for Class A is going to be $188, and the total cost for Class B would be $206. So we can say total cost Class A 188, total cost for Class B $206. All right, always read the question. Make sure you answered it. Use matrix multiplication to find the total cost of the meals for each class. So that's exactly what we did. So we have answered this question. All right, that's all for multiplying matrices. If you have any questions, please let me know.